welcome back to the podcast. This is a podcast where we share our honest opinions on Japan, news, anime, and much more. Join the conversation here. I'm Taha, and I'm joined by.
Russ?
And ramen.
So yeah, how's it going, guys?
It's
Busy.
going pretty well. I
Very
can see
busy.
that
Are you sure?
Ramen looks like he's asleep.
Yeah, no, I'm just tired. I woke up. Today I woke up. I just had a suddenly woke up at like 7. And
7 a.m.
because
PM?
it's just no AM. Like my sleeping
Was
pattern's
this
been
some-
so bad. I've been sleeping at like 3 AM. I can't sleep until it's 3. I've just been watching like
The funny thing is, I think Tala wakes up at 7 every day, but I know that if I woke up at 7 as well, I'd be dead.
I try to wake
Yeah.
up at 7.
I cannot
Try.
I used to be really good at it, and then like I stopped working, and then lockdown happened, and shit just
Yeah.
got really really bad because I'm just like the days for me drag, man. They drag.
Yeah, this time definitely.
Yeah. So I've got some interesting news stories for you to help brighten your day. Oh,
To
actually,
help the
maybe
day not drag.
Fucking bright in the day,
Yeah.
but it's already nighttime here.
You really Tokyo drifted that segue in, didn't you, Tal?
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
But yeah.
So what if I told you that dinosaurs still exist?
yeah,
Bro,
in
dinosaurs
museums
aren't in the Bible. They're not real.
they don't
It's a
exist,
conspiracy
bro.
theory.
Because religions
this,
don't believe in science.
This dinosaur comes in a different kind of form, and the form and his name is Yoshiro Mori. Okay,
What, a
that's the human
Japanese
Okay.
dinosaur? Damn!
Oh, bro,
Yeah.
I remember that one from Jurassic World.
What anime is
One of the
this?
big ones.
Give me the
Well,
anime.
he's not an anime. He's not a dinosaur. He's the head of the Tokyo Olympics committee. Okay,
Okay.
It's definitely
and,
a dinosaur then.
he's
Holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah, definitely. And he's been all over the news recently because on one of the organizing committees, right, for the Tokyo Olympics, where he's president, and he attended it. Yeah, so Yoshiro
yeah.
Mori. One of the topics that they discussed, right, was raising the proportion of committee board members who are women to 40% or more. Okay, which
Okay.
is like a normal kind of conversation these days because you want to get
Yeah.
that diversity in the workplace
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So his remarks to this were seen as pretty fucking radical in a way, right?
Oh, God.
So
Say.
one of his quotes that he said, okay, to this is, if we increase the number of female directors, we will have to place limits on speaking time, or else the discussions will never end.
Bro.
Okay, this is the director.
Yo,
guy has
this guy
the
doesn't give a
audacity
fuck.
to say this shit. Yeah. So his main concern around this, like instead of increasing the women in the board, his main concern is that the conversations where women are involved take too long.
Bro,
Like, what kind of
I feel
generation
for
is he
him.
living in?
Bro, I feel for him. He's old, man. He doesn't want to work anymore. He probably
Yeah,
wants
this
to
guy-
he probably wants to like work from 9 to 10 and finish his day. Like
Yeah.
the
Yo,
older
he's
I feel like
83.
the
He's
older you
83,
get, the
dude.
less you want to work and the less hours you want to work. So like coming from him, like the work hours aspect, I understand. The female thing, yeah, I'm not gonna touch on that topic.
Fam, don't work as the head of the committee if you don't want to work.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's whack.
Well,
Just like
Yeah.
take your just keep your position, like be a director or some shit, and like just sit at home and make the money from stocks or
Yeah.
some stuff like that.
And, like,
There's no need to go in.
To be honest, he could have played it off as a joke at first, right? He could have just been like, I'm joking, right? But
He
instead
doesn't
of like
need to
playing
do
it off
that.
as a joke, he doubled down on what he said. Okay.
The guy's
And-
probably got like less than 20 years left, maybe 20 years left, bro.
Probably 10 years, man. But
You
yeah,
never
he
know.
doubled down on his statements, right? And he basically said this was citing experiences from his time on the rugby football union because he's worked in sport before, right?
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So he goes, meetings began to take twice as long as they used to. Like this is because there was more women in the board
Yeah.
in the rugby football
Yeah.
union, right? And he said, women, they have a very competitive nature. If one of them makes a statement, then all of the others think they have to say something too. Everyone
Oh
ends
my
up saying
God.
something. Like,
Yo, this
he's
guy-
so deluded.
This is so
Yeah.
funny. I love it. Oh shit! I actually have like
It's-
completely different opinions from you guys because I love the like I agree that it might be wrong, but it's so refreshing to hear shit like that in this day and age where everything is offensive, you know?
Yeah.
It's just refreshing. That's why I find it funny. That's why I take the other side. I'm
Yeah.
like devil's advocate all the way, man.
Obviously, like, like his statements are like incorrect. I don't
Hilarious.
agree with them, but the fact that he said them
I just
out
can't
loud
believe he said them. I can't believe
just makes it funny.
But he just didn't even give a shit. Like he had an out. He
probably
had the
makes
opportunity,
sense.
and then he was like,
See, the thing
"Nah,
is,
I'ma just reiterate my point."
it probably makes sense to him, you know? He probably feels like, yo, like, if it was just men,
Bro,
we
you
say
wanna
one
know-
point and get the fuck out. But like
Yeah,
from
Ramen,
his
that's my
point of
point.
view, I'm not saying I agree, but like for him, he's like 80, man. What does he have to lose? Jack
Bro,
all.
what were they talking about? If like getting some women in there sped up like doubled the meeting, like what did they do? You're right. They probably just went in and he was like, "Hey, rugby's really fun. Yeah. Okay, there's some big guys. Yeah, okay." And then they left. And then like the women probably came in and they were like, "Oh, so what food are we selling? Like what merchandise are we doing? How many people are we getting?" They're actually doing the job probably. And
Like,
then this
he
old
doesn't
dude was
want
probably
to be
just,
in a meeting. He probably wants to like delegate and be like,
he
okay,
was probably
you
just in there
guys.
drinking. Let's be honest. Like,
You
he was probably
guys-
just in there chilling.
I think what his approach should have been, he should have like been there for like 5 minutes, like just quick bullet point meeting, and then been like, I'm gonna go. You guys, I delegate
what
you
you
guys
want.
to do the rest of the meeting, so everybody else gets to suffer, and I get to like just chill at home. He's the director; he could do whatever the fuck he wants. I don't know why he's staying.
Why is he complaining? Just leave.
Exactly.
Honestly,
Yeah.
old people, the older you get, the more you complain.
Yeah, and I also
that's
remember
just normal.
I also remember reading that basically a few days later after he made these statements, right? Obviously there was a big online backlash.
Yeah.
One of the reporters asked
funny.
him something along the lines of, "Oh, so why did you make these statements about women?" And he said something like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't really speak to many women." It's just like it just got
What the-
worse. It just got like worse and worse. Like he just kept digging himself a grave.
That's
Like up
so
until the
funny.
point where he's
I don't
expected to
know,
kind
I don't
of
see
resign
that.
now. Like he could have saved himself like after the first like comments, right? Just said, I'm so sorry. No, we're gonna increase it. But he just fucking doubled down like so
Wait,
many
so-
times.
Twice, quadrupled down.
Hold on.
At this point,
Is he against? Did he say he's against hiring more women, or is he just saying having more women makes the meetings longer?
Or his
What's
opinions.
the quote? What's
his-
the quote of it? Like, did he quote? I don't want
I
to hire
literally
more
read
women.
the quote out.
I sorry. I like I laughed at it so much I completely forgot.
All right, I'll read the first
Yeah.
part
So
again. This will literally
basically-
tell you his opinion, okay?
okay.
If we increase the number of female directors, we will have to place limits on speaking time, or else the discussions will never end. So he's basically saying if there's no like
Women
kind of
talk too much.
precautions, it's just gonna go like whack. Yeah?
Oh, it's so funny.
But yeah, there's been a lot of like online like funny comments and stuff around him. And one of the funniest ones I read was when Maury talks, it's like watching a garbage truck with no brakes.
That's so funny though.
Yeah. There's other
That's
people who are
really
saying,
funny.
he's an embarrassment to the country and like he should step down already. And I think he only realized that it got really serious when I think it was Toyota. They're like one of the world's biggest automakers. They're a
yeah.
sponsor of the Olympics 2021.
And they
now,
pulled
right?
out.
And they called it out as well. They were like, we are disappointed by the recent comments from Mori, which are
Lord.
contrary to the values of Toyota and the Olympics, spirit and all this stuff. So a lot
Yeah,
of
he
big,
saw
big
the
names.
bag fading away, and then he cared.
Yeah.
He was like, "Damn,
Yeah.
That's
there
so
goes my
funny.
money."
Yeah, exactly. Like a
Nah,
lot of
that-
big names came
Honestly,
out. and called
I
him
don't
out.
think that affects him in any way financially. What the fuck so ever. This guy's 80
Bro,
something.
definitely.
He's
If-
got
if
so
to-
he's probably got
Dude.
more money than like most of the people there.
the shame of the biggest Japanese company saying that you did something wrong. Like, think about that. Like, they came out and said he was wrong. He probably
He's probably gonna feel shame for a little bit. I honestly don't think he feels shame because he doubled down. This guy's 80 something. Yeah, we call him out. Yeah, and yeah, he maybe resigns. The guy has shit all to lose. This guy's got max 20 to 30 years left, maybe, with the average life. Wait, they live longer than average life expectancy, anyways. So it's like the guy has shit all to lose. Honestly, it's just let's hope people don't pick on like his family for shit that he said because that's fucking wrong. Like pick on him, but don't drag it down to like his
Yeah,
family
I think
and like
he already said
shame his
something
family
like
and stuff
his
like that.
wife and his daughter basically, they basically shouted at him and called him out for saying these comments.
So funny.
Yeah, bro. Like, how are you gonna have a daughter and say something like that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so
Yo,
dumb.
honestly, he probably gets this shit all the time at home as well. Like he's like trying to chill and have like a normal conversation, and that shit drags out.
Yeah,
You
to be
never
honest,
know.
I
You
think he's
don't
just
know
a
what the
grumpy
life
fuck.
story. You don't know what the life story is. And honestly, I have forgotten
He's one of
what it
those-
is to like to talk to like a lot of females. So I don't even remember what the fuck it's like. Like I have no idea.
Bro, he is defo one of those old men that goes into Weatherspoons in the morning.
He goes to
drink.
what?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like when I was working in Woking, and every time I walked to work, I would be walking in. It was like, I don't know, 8:45. I was working for this one company, and there were these dudes that were just waiting outside the Weatherspoons to go in when it opened and just drink. He's definitely one of those guys.
Yeah, I
Bro,
think
got
this whole
nothing to lose.
scenario just like shed some light onto the Japanese government, what kind of people are working in the government and are taking like
Men
ownership of
work
these
in the
big-
government.
Yeah. If you remember, there was that guy who was head of cybersecurity a
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
of
I
years
was going to
ago.
talk about him. Yeah.
Okay. I'll leave it for you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess if you brought it
Cybersecurity.
up now, I'll talk about it. But basically, it was like I think a year ago, 2 years ago, Japan's cybersecurity minister, he admitted he had never ever used a computer before.
Yeah, he didn't know how USBs
Yeah.
worked.
How the fuck
So
is a
he literally,
cybersecurity
like,
guy?
He astonished everybody by admitting that he'd never used a computer in his professional life, and he appeared confused by the concept of a USB drive.
Yeah,
When
he
was
didn't know what a
this?
USB was. And his cybersecurity minister.
He was still probably using floppies.
Yeah,
God,
it's like
that's
when
very
the
nice.
floppy disk.
With his typewriter.
That's
Yeah,
coming from
bro,
Japan.
those were like 10 megabytes. If you remember back in the day, I found a memory card from my parents' old point and shoot camera, and it was like 35 megabytes.
What do you take in one picture?
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Take a
Like
picture and store it.
this dude heard a gigabyte, and he was like, "What?"
What is a gigabyte, man?
Yeah. So
Holy
the
shit.
guy's name, right, was Yoshitaka Sakurada. So he was 68, right? So
Yeah, we're
he's quite-
name dropping people. We're
quite
coming
old
for
as
you.
well.
Cancel culture.
Yeah.
Fuck
So
cancel culture.
he was, deputy chief of the government's cybersecurity strategy office, and also the minister in charge of the Olympic and Paralympic Games that Tokyo would have hosted in 2020. So he just got replaced by someone even more keck.
Lol. Just
Yeah.
old
What a
people.
legend. He was in charge of strategy, never used a computer.
Trust. Just imagine what he was doing. He probably had
Probably
so much
didn't need
paper in his office.
Oh
The guy
my
was probably
God.
reading papers.
Yo,
Yeah.
he was how did he do his job with
I
no
don't know,
computer?
bro. I don't think
He didn't
Did
do
you
it. He
think
got
he
other
did?
people to do it, probably.
Do you think he just used it as a cup holder or something?
Yeah, he probably just said
Probably.
I'm busy and just fucked off.
He probably just he probably had the brains to these are the strategies and whatnot, because he was what
He
strategy.
was probably a talker, he's probably charismatic.
Yeah,
and,
he was good at.
He's
More
one of those
visionary.
people that said a lot without saying anything.
He knew
Yeah,
what
yeah.
he probably knew what to do. He just didn't know how to apply it. He probably had the ideas and shit. He just
Okay, Roman,
doesn't know how to
going,
apply
going
that
off
shit.
going off of that, tell me how a rocket works.
I don't know how the fuck a rocket works. He
Well,
shoots that
that's
shit up in
what
the
he was
sky.
doing, bro. You think he couldn't
No,
just
no, no,
pull out-
no, 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 no. I'm pretty sure there's aspects in security, because it's cyber security. I'm pretty sure there's aspects of security that he knew about. He
I'm
just
pretty sure
doesn't know
he
how
knew
to
fuck all.
apply.
Yeah, bro, he knew. No, he was
Yeah.
probably
How the
like,
fuck
yeah,
is the
put a
country
security guard at
operating
the
then?
entrance to the CD
Yeah.
drive.
He probably just said put a security guard in
How
front
does
of
the country
computer.
operate? How would the country operate? It's impossible for
Just
him
put
not
cameras.
to...
But not
to-
him in
not
it.
to
I
know.
think everybody lower than him was doing the work, and I think
Yeah.
he probably got the position.
That's what I'm saying.
'cause,
Everyone
in
below him
Japanese
does the
culture
work.
and companies, they work for a long time, and they
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
promoted. And if you have connections, you get a new job here. And
How
there,
old was
right?
my man? Was he also 83?
He was like 60
He's
something, he
68,
said.
right? And
68.
yeah.
And he never used a computer. He's not even that old, man.
Yeah, so there's a bit of story behind this, and he basically said, right, since the age of 25, I have instructed my employees and secretaries, so I don't use computers myself.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
But
saying.
since the age of 25, what the fuck? Was he CEO at 25? But it's still dumb. Like, why is he not using it? Like, he needs to know.
Probably doesn't
like,
want to give
what
it.
he's
He probably
doing. Like,
doesn't
he
give
did
a
not
fuck,
stay
bro.
up to time with technology, and that's like
To
one of the
be
worst
fair,
things
they still send faxes. I bet he knows how to use a fax machine. He knows his way around a fax machine. Doesn't know how to use a computer though.
Yeah, yeah. There's people saying like, doesn't he feel ashamed? Like,
I don't think he has a reason to feel ashamed. Honestly, I honestly
Ramen,
don't
like,
believe he has any reason to feel ashamed because yeah, we got to move with times. But imagine us living in times before computers existed. We wouldn't be able to do jack shit.
But bro,
Yeah,
just
but
think about this.
you'd have
I'll
to
put it
learn
like
it
no,
though,
no, no.
right?
Tell her. Let me put it like this, Ramen. It's like if I became the head of the music department at your university. I don't know anything about music. Let's say I never heard music before in my life.
But you see,
I've never heard
listen,
music.
look. We're
talking about a guy who's never used a computer.
We don't know if he doesn't know shit.
But he said he doesn't. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know how to
USB
use.
works.
He doesn't know how to use a computer. But he's been. If he's saying he's been instructing people to do stuff since he was 25, not using computers. So that means he knows the strategies. He's
He
able
knows
to
how to
instruct.
lie
He
about
probably
the fact
doesn't
that he
know how to
doesn't know.
use. He just didn't bother using
how did
the
he
stuff.
study cybersecurity?
Fuck you asking me for?
Everything
You
you
gotta
need
ask
to
him
know
that.
is on virtual networks, right?
There's
And,
books.
No,
Yeah,
I
to be
doubt it.
fair,
There's
it's
books
a
on
stretch.
cybersecurity. What do you mean?
It's a bit of a stretch.
What do you mean it's a stretch? So you're telling me
you
anybody who's
need
learning
actual,
cybersecurity,
like computers.
No, wait. You're telling me
learn
anybody learning
cybersecurity.
cybersecurity learns everything online? Is that?
You're going to
is that
need
what
to be
you're saying?
practical and have the servers to run these, like,
Bro, he
different
definitely. You
instances.
definitely have to work with online.
This
How
guy's
the hell
been
are you
in the
gonna-
industry for forever now.
It's like
He just didn't know how
being
to
a coder
use
but not
USB.
being
I don't
able
think
to
we should
use fucking
shame
Java,
him for it.
like the
It's-
language.
I think it's funny, but I don't necessarily believe that it should be like it's a national shame, this and that. It's like my parents, they use computers, but they still don't know how to do a lot of things.
Yeah, but like,
Come
how
on.
are you gonna make this guy the head of cybersecurity? I think the point is not really on him. It's
I think he needs
the
like
people
somebody
who
in that
put him in
position
charge.
needs credentials.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
I don't think we should shame him. It should be the government's fault.
Yeah, I get what you're
It's the
saying.
government's
If that's
fault.
what
but
you're
isn't he
saying.
also
Not his fault.
complicit? Because he
I don't
doesn't
think so.
really
I
He
mean,
should have really.
And
He
he's
should have
chilling.
opened a computer, dude.
Right,
He should
he's
have learned
made-
how
Yeah,
to use
he
one.
should know how to. He should know what a USB is, right?
There's a lot of people that don't know what a USB is still. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like if they're a person who lives in the jungles of Papua New Guinea,
damn.
like yeah, fine.
It's
but
not saying
if you're
everybody
like-
should
if
know
you're
what a
like
USB is.
1-year-old.
Everybody should know everybody should know.
No.
Everything.
So the head of cybersecurity at a company, they should know what USB is, right?
Is this a company or the government, bro? I'm
The government.
confused. Oh, the
Yeah.
government, right?
The
Bro,
head
he
of-
should know
head
how
of
to
That's the
use
government's
works.
fault,
Like,
bro.
come on.
That's on the Japanese government, in my opinion. I don't think people should shame him for it.
He should know though. Like, it should be part of
Bro,
his
the
job.
guy
to
is
know.
a fossil. He said he hasn't touched a computer. So how the fuck's he gonna know? Since he was 25. What year was it when he was 25? Then
Bro, how is
don't let
man
me-
like?
don't
Has he
ask
not
me
even
that.
used a
It's-
calculator?
Honestly, it's
Like,
it's
does
so
he-
shocking.
Has
Yeah.
he still got an abacus?
Probably did use an abacus.
There
bro.
was even a comment where it goes, right, if a hacker targets the minister, Sakurada, they wouldn't be able to steal any information.
He doesn't have a computer.
Indeed, it might be the strongest kind of
Yo.
security.
Yo,
He doesn't have a
he's
computer.
a legend. I
This guy-
agree with Ramen now. He's
this
a fucking
guy
legend. He knew
living-
what he was doing.
This guy is living non-digital, bro. He ain't gonna get hacked. His information is not
Yo,
gonna
his
get stolen.
cybersecurity is top notch. There's nothing you can steal from this
He's got
man.
nothing on there, that's why.
Exactly. He doesn't have a fucking computer. There's nothing
Yo,
to
I'm-
take from
I'm
him.
Team Sakurada.
There's
He knew what he
nothing
was doing.
there's nothing on him because there's nothing online that would compromise him at all.
The best
ever.
cybersecurity. The best cybersecurity
it's the
is
best
just having
security.
nothing in the cyber, bro. There's
Yeah.
if
No
there's nothing
cyber.
there, you don't have to protect anything.
Don't need no cyber. There's
You
no
don't need
for
any
that shit.
cyber. Nothing. Just
People
if there's
will more
nothing there, they
secure.
can't do anything.
Fuck cyber. Because aliens, aliens, what the fuck am I talking about? AI. I went from I was thinking
Aliens,
AI
yo.
and then I said aliens. Technology, bro.
Elon
Crazy
Musk
shit.
episode.
Yeah.
Aliens are real.
But like
Maybe.
I think he's been known to be a bit incompetent, right? Because there was another time when a reporter asked him, right, how much funding the central government would contribute to the 2020 Olympics and Paralympics, because he was the head of it, and he
He was
responded
head of. He's head of everything now. What the? Damn.
No, he was head
Yeah,
before
he
they
was.
put the new guy who doesn't like women.
So
in.
a reporter just asked him, how much are they funding, and his response was 1,500 yen, which is £10. Okay.
Wait,
And
what is he? What was he the head of? The Tokyo what?
Yeah, he was the head of the Olympics, and they asked him how much budget do you
Head of
have to
this
build the
Olympics?
Olympics, and he said 10 quid.
This Olympic? God
No,
damn.
no,
Yeah,
he-
this
the
Olympics.
2021, but he got removed like a while ago, like 2018.
A long time ago. Holy shit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he said £10. Yeah.
God damn.
That's
Why-
how much funding he was getting.
What
No
are they
wonder,
doing?
bro. That's not
Putting
even the
random.
fucking price of a USB now.
What the fuck are they doing? Putting random people on? Like this guy's clearly also not a finance guy. The fuck is he? What is he heading the Tokyo Olympics for?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Bro, the government's making some bad decisions, putting random
Yeah.
people
I think
as
that was my
heads,
whole
bro. What
point.
the hell's wrong with them?
Yeah.
They should ask.
That's
they
wild,
should if
man.
they.
And the actual cost, if
so
anybody was
funny.
interested, was around
probably like a
150
million.
billion yen.
A billion. There you go.
Ah, so you know, he said 150 yen, so
Yeah.
he probably
just missed off, like,
just
The billion.
18
misspoke.
zeros.
He said the correct number, but he probably just misspoke, and then that got taken out of that got blown out of proportion to 10 quid. It's funny, but he did say the correct number, right? 150, whatever, billion. But he just didn't say the.
You know what it probably was? You know what it probably was?
What?
I just realized something. Sometimes when we make financial documents, you put in billions at the top,
Yeah.
or in millions or whatever.
Oh
And then
right,
you put
right,
the number.
right.
So I bet my man.
It
read
says 150.
He said it. He
No,
said
no, no.
it.
But my point is, like, he probably had a document, yeah?
He
Like,
has
they
to have
gave him,
had a
here's your budget,
document.
Oh,
here's your
okay.
budget.
Yeah,
And
when
it
he's
said
reading it off.
asterisk in billions.
And
And
he
it
just did.
probably
He
broke
just.
down everything, and he was like, "Oh, 150.
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
150 yen." like, for
fucking
sure.
nuts.
Because he's probably thinking
It's like the price of a lunch.
the reporter would have an idea of whether it's in millions or billions of yen. So he probably just went 150. Because you know when you ask people questions sometimes and they're just like, you kind of have a price in mind, like, oh, how much are you making? And you know that this company's making millions. They're just going to be like, oh, every month we make 3. And
Yeah, but
the
it's like,
person
at
would
the
know
same
that it's
time,
3 million. Like
It's like buying a car, and you tell the guy how much is the car, and he's like 2.
Yeah. Or
2,000 pounds.
Like what, 1,000
if
million?
you get a
Like,
house, how much is this? 5.
well,
But
he's not
it
gonna.
makes
He's not gonna.
it makes sense what Ross is saying though. Like it completely makes sense. what
Like
he's saying.
how is my man like
'Cause
not
he's-
gonna explain to the person? Like how is he just gonna say like 150 and move on? Like your job's to answer questions.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think we kind of got to a conclusion where some people in the Japanese government potentially aren't meant to be there.
Bro, seriously, they need to.
Yeah.
But they're not gonna remove the older people because of their
Fix
society,
up.
the way their society, isn't it? They're not just gonna be like reform. Let's bring on young blood.
Yeah.
No, the old people
Yeah,
stay. The
probably
old
not.
people will stay because they're gonna be like, no, this is our government. These are our rules.
Yo, the day that happens, they'll have no facts anymore. Mark my words. The day they get rid of facts is the day they start getting young people in politics.
Oh, then it's gonna be the day young people start getting into politics. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I honestly don't know what's gonna happen. Oh my god,
Oh, man.
it's gonna be a whole new era, a whole
Yeah.
new era of Jesus Christ. You know,
Oh man, Ramen, did you see? To change topics a little bit, My
Yeah.
Hero Academia is coming in with the new season now.
too long. I just literally just finished watching all 4 seasons like over the
Oh
weekend.
man,
Friday,
Season
Saturday,
5's
Sunday.
coming up.
I was
I'm
watching
hyped,
it.
man.
I cannot wait.
But did you see that? Did you see the movie where Bakugo and
Yes.
Midoriya went Super
Yes.
Saiyan?
That was a really good movie. I enjoyed the movie. I wouldn't say it's like amazing, but it's a good filler movie. to watch.
I was pissed when they were like, "Oh yeah, he can have All for One," because I was like, "Bruh, Bakugo with All for One's gonna be like the
The most
strongest
OP
hero ever." Oh no, what is it? What is it? No, it's not All for One. It's One for All.
One for all,
sorry.
yeah, there you go. One for
Yeah,
all.
I was like, yo, this guy with One for All is literally gonna be the most OP character of all time.
I think the
And then they were just like, oh, because he passed out, the power went back to Midoriya, or whatever stupid bullshit they said. I was like, what? What's the point of this movie? Like, just
I
leave
think that
the
movie
powers
was a
with him,
wank
bro.
fest. Honestly,
Huh?
that
What?
movie was a wank fest. It's just like
I agree with Ramen. It was like a nice filler just to see the characters.
yeah, it was a nice filler.
was so
it was
annoying.
very rushed. I felt the filler was just really rushed.
yeah.
I think.
I agree. Like, where was the beach volleyball game? Where was the like
Exactly.
drinking iced tea at night or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, like the standard filler activities. It was like 2 seconds of that happening, and then the rest was like this random
Like
dude villain.
the first movie, Two Heroes, really well done. Like it was like a really good filler. Over the summer, they go to this place because they even mention it in the anime because All Might gets the
Yeah,
email, right? And
yeah.
that was like the lead into this is the season finishes and we give out a movie. But this one was like just a complete off the axis. There was no like mention of them doing anything like that in the anime at all until
Yeah.
season 4. And there's no point in them putting it in season 5 because that movie came out already. So it's just like it was just like, oh, we have the money, we're gonna make one, make a little bit more money. Let's just put something out. It's really popular. Let's do
Yeah.
something with it.
The reason I brought it up, even though it was announced ages ago, I think we actually mentioned on the podcast a couple of podcasts ago that it was announced.
Yeah,
Someone
yeah.
just posted on Twitter a meme which basically looks at the My Hero Academia season 5 thing that was like the Three Musketeers, you know, where they're all standing up, like what's his name, Midoriya,
Oh, the
Bakugo,
movie.
and Todoroki, and they basically saw that they look like John Cena. So you know how John Cena does the like "you can't see me" thing with his hand?
Yeah.
Oh, the hand pose?
Yeah, the hand pose.
Yeah,
Bro,
I
they're
saw that
all
meme.
doing the
Yeah.
"you can't see me" hand pose
Joke.
in the poster.
Wait, isn't that the poster for the movie, not the season?
Was it Three Musketeers the season or was it the movie?
So the poster where they're all three of them standing, Midoriya, Todoroki, and Bakugo, where they're all standing, that's the movie. Because those
Oh, you're right.
suits,
It is the movie, not
I've
the
never
new season.
I've never seen those suits before.
No,
Not even
you're
in
right.
the
It's
not
the
even in the
movie.
manga.
It's the movie. My bad. I said it wrong.
The series is coming out next month, no? Or is it the month
Yeah,
after?
I believe so.
I think
believe
it's March or
coming out
April.
really
I don't
soon.
remember precisely, but it's March or April. Like I
The
just,
the funniest comment I saw though on the movie poster was plot twist. John Cena is actually Deku's real dad, and that's why we've never seen him before.
I am actually excited to find out like his actual power. Midoriya's real power.
Didn't they already show his dad? I swear his dad can like make like breathe fire, like a little bit of fire or some weird thing.
Wait. Just
I'm gonna have to go back. I
Just
don't
before you
remember.
go on, right? John
Yeah.
Cena actually responded to that.
No
He
way.
saw it.
John Cena's funny guy, man.
Yeah, he
responds
saw
to
it
pop culture.
like
He loves
trending
it.
on Twitter and everything, and he replied, and he just posted the three Musketeers kind of poster where they're doing the sign on his Instagram.
Yeah.
No, he's a funny. He's a really like he's a really fun guy.
Yeah, he's
actually.
chill.
He loves his
he's a
pop
nice
culture
guy.
and stuff. It's funny. You at him with something funny that gets blown up, and then he'll respond to it. It's quite cool. But yeah, I don't know. I need to go back into the manga and figure out whether they did show his dad. I don't think they did yet. Like,
I've got no idea. I remember
his status.
that they briefly showed him to just show that he could breathe a little bit of fire, or his mum said he could breathe fire. Because I remember thinking like he didn't even have a strong quirk. It was like he can breathe like a tiny bit of fire, and I was like, "Oh, that's worse than like is that worse than having no quirk?"
because
Just having, like,
his
an
mom
absolute
has like a
shitter?
really small quirk as well, where she can only like bring little objects over to her. So she's like a
Yeah, she
pretty
can like
useless
float
one as well.
objects to
Yeah.
herself, so she can like pick up a glass of water or whatever. But the
I think-
dad can like
yeah.
breathe a tiny bit of fire.
I think that's why like Midoriya probably never, well, his quirk didn't manifest at the age because both his parents' quirks were so
Super
like
weak,
super
yeah.
weak. It kind of became obsolete. But I'm interested in how he's going to manifest his own one, because obviously
Yeah.
All for One, I mean One for All is pretty much like you make the quirk stronger.
Yeah, every generation or whatever. it
Yeah,
gets
and if he
stronger.
doesn't have, because All Might strength comes from him making the quirk stronger, right? Because that wasn't any of the previous people's
Yeah.
quirks, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm pretty
Well,
excited.
If
for
you
it.
if you're excited for it and you're looking for a new snack to watch, to eat while you watch,
to watch.
I recently saw in Japan they're releasing a new line of chips. Did you guys see this, or crisps rather?
The chewing gum flavored chips.
There's always
Or
some
crisps,
crazy
yeah.
crisps
Sorry.
coming out or some crazy flavors.
Chewing gum.
Ramen said it though. Ramen, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, chewing gum flavored. But
Yeah,
blueberry?
bro.
What the fuck is
Yeah,
blueberry for?
they released blueberry and ume, which is plum. It's like the I don't know if ume just means plum, but when I hear that word, it just makes me think of the red pickled plum that's in an onigiri. But I think it
sounds
just
pretty
means
good.
plum.
The picture looks like I said.
Oh, yeah, but tell her it's blueberry gum and plum gum flavored crisps.
Oh,
They're
okay.
crisps flavored like blueberry flavored gum.
know
Man,
it's
I
gum.
don't,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
it's
know what
fucking
that is.
No,
crisps.
it's crisps.
That's so weird, man.
Yeah, I'm not a fan anymore.
I don't know if I want to taste
Yeah,
I'll try it,
crisps
but
that taste
I
like
don't know.
chewing gum. You know?
It's so it's a brand called Calbee, which is apparently a local brand to Japan. I know of them because like I had Filipino friends who ate so many different types of Calbee chips,
Mhm.
and it's owned by Lotte or Lottie.
Oh, latte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's or it's like a partnership between the two of them or something. I think it might be a collab, but basically they've got blueberry and plum flavored crisps, and then alongside those, they also released a inverted Pocky. So
Huh?
it's a Pocky that instead of having the filling on the outside, it's like inside the stick, and it's corn flavor.
What? Like, did someone ask for this?
Bro, I mean, who asked for blueberry gum flavored crisps?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Nobody.
Like,
they
who's
made
asking
an
for this shit?
inverted corn flavored Pocky, which is another collab between Lotte and Calbee, and it's called Topo, aka Reverse Pocky. Okay,
Good lord.
and then the final new flavor they've announced is Big Pie No Me, which
Big Pie
is
No Me?
filled with happy butter. So basically, it's
Not
like
sad
butter.
butter. Tasty butter.
Yeah, not sad
Happy
butter. So it's basically, it looks like, from the picture, I obviously can't read Japanese, but it looks like it's honey butter,
Yeah.
and it's these little cakes that are filled with honey butter, but they're actually, it's like, so that's like the original flavor. It's like these cakes that are filled with honey butter or whatever.
Yeah.
Then this is a potato chip or crisp flavored like the honey butter cake. So this one sounds pretty good, to be honest. Like,
Nah, I
There-
prefer
there's
to
some pretty
just
good-
have the honey butter. on
there's
it.
some pretty good sweet flavored crisps. Like, do you guys ever have ketchup flavored crisps?
Actually, yeah,
No.
I did. I think
Bro,
I
they're
think
so good.
Sensations had it, right?
Bro, it's
Ketchup
like a
flavored
it's
crisps?
Walkers.
It's a
yeah,
it's a big thing in the Middle East. Ketchup flavored crisps.
I've actually had them here. They're
What
okay.
the
hell
They're
is
surprisingly
Yeah, they
that?
had them.
nice.
They had them in Walkers, but the best one is Lay's in the Middle East. You just go in any corner shop, it'll
But
have
Lay's
Lay's
is
ketchup
Walkers,
flavor.
no?
Yeah, I've had Lay's in America.
Yeah, it's
Lay's
like
is
the
Walkers,
it's. I swear it's Walkers, but just like their international brand.
Yeah, the
so.
international
Yeah,
version. So it's basically
but
Walkers.
yeah, man.
But
I think
for
the
our
only one
own-
out of those I would try is probably the honey ones.
The honey
be honest.
butter, anything honey butter, I think is really good.
Yeah, probably. And probably I try the corn one just to see what an inverted Pocky is like, but I don't know how gassed I am about corn flavor.
I'm not a big. I'm not the
Not a
biggest
big
fan
corn
of corn.
guy?
No, like I'll eat it, but I wouldn't like be like, yeah. You know what? If I can choose, I wouldn't choose it because it's just like it's bland for me. To me, it just tastes
Yeah.
bland. I don't say I hate it, but you know, not the biggest go to. It's not
Not
definitely
the
go-to.
biggest corn lover.
No, definitely not a go to. Especially not in KFC.
Yeah, to be honest, I can't wait to just go and try anything and everything. So if there is blueberry flavored crisps out there in
Chewing
Japan,
gum.
I will
Blue-
try.
Bro,
Very
there's
chewing
better
gum.
shit. Like, it's not even worth wasting the stomach room. There's better stuff to eat.
Yeah, there's
there.
actually like
Stomach
if,
room. Wow, that
it's
sounds
not-
so calculated.
as well as money. Like
Bro, you don't even eat that much, Tyler. Like, there's no way you're going to be sitting there and eating some blueberry flavored crisps and get full, and then you miss out on something good.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
rather eat the good stuff, you know. Meals.
Actually, if you want to eat some Japanese like snacks, my brother for my birthday a while back got me. He ordered me this snack box. I think it might have been on Amazon. You can probably search up like Japanese snack boxes or whatever.
Okay.
And it came and it had 32 or 33 items in it. And I saw some of them when I was there, but I didn't buy them. But there were so many different things. I got a pack of fried chicken flavored crisps.
Ooh.
And apparently that was like the thing that everyone was raving about in the box. So he's like, you got to try the fried chicken flavored crisps. But
Fried chicken.
I'm saving those ones for a special occasion. It also came with these flavor sticks, which are like really long crisps, and they're all weird flavors. So luckily, when I opened it, they're basically like giant Wotsits. That's like the texture of them.
Oh,
it's like
okay,
a giant
okay.
Wotsit or a Cheeto.
Yeah.
But The one that I tried was the cheese one. Fucking bomb. There were other flavors though, okay? So one of them was salad flavor, which is the one that I'm most interested in trying. Because, like, what does that mean?
Yeah, like if you want salad, go eat a fucking salad. Like, why do
Because
you want your crisps tasting like
I've had
salad?
like vegetable or like salad flavored crisps, but when in the Middle East when they're called salad flavor, it means like it's like paprika and that type of thing. It's just called salad because like of a pepper. You know, pepper is like
Okay,
in a salad or whatever. So in the Middle East they have salad chips, but this one did not look like it was that type of vibe. Like it looked like it was a lettuce salad. So
That's bland.
I'm excited to see what that one's like.
Yeah, that's
You're not
definitely
going to
weird.
taste jack.
But yeah,
all.
there were some other weird ones, and then
Yeah.
some other just like nice ones like regular gummies or whatever. There was one that was pretty cool. It was like it was like a sherbet, and you add water to it, and it becomes an ice cream, which was wild. And then there was
Was
another
this
one that was
magic tricks?
kids biru, which was
Kids
it was you pour it in like fizzy water, sparkling water, and it looks like beer, but it tastes like I think it tastes like root beer.
That could just be
Okay.
fizzy apple juice.
Yeah, basically, I don't
That
know.
could have just been
I
fizzy
don't know,
apple
but yeah, it was
juice.
funny. It gets a little foamy head as well.
Ah, okay, the
like
foam,
a beer.
yeah.
I don't know
True,
any
true. So they
kid who wanted beer like that.
I don't know. Kidzu biru.
No, that's not actually the kids' beer thing. I don't think that's very new. Because I remember in Austria there was like fake kids sparkling wine, but it was like in a wine bottle. But obviously it wasn't wine. It was just like a sparkling drink, and like they'd give it to us in
Yeah.
kindergarten. And obviously my
Like
parents,
Schlur.
yeah, my
like
parents
kids'
wouldn't. My
Schlur.
parents would like. I'd be like, "Yo, am I allowed to drink this?" But then you taste it and it's like, "Oh yeah, there's." Well, obviously I don't know,
Yeah,
but my
getting
parents are like, "Yeah,
crunk
it's
in
fine."
primary school.
Like it's just like a theme kind of adult beverages, but for kids theme
Yeah.
type of thing.
I've got one last news story I was
Yeah.
going to run
Alright.
through. So the first thing is, have you guys climbed Mount Fuji?
No.
No,
Yeah, I haven't either. So I plan to. I don't know when, but there's been recent news around there's a railway project it's just received approval, and it's gonna make climbing Mount Fuji a bit more easier.
okay,
So
okay,
the aim of it was to kind of eliminate vehicles on the road. So when you climb Mount Fuji, there's different stations that you go up to, and you normally start at station 5, right? And to get to station 5, you need to either like take a taxi there, take a bus there, or try to get there. There's no actual normal public transportation there.
Yeah.
So this kind of new railway is going to take you straight up to the 5th station of Mount Fuji, right? And from there, people can start climbing straight to the summit. So it's going to like save a lot of time for you to climb up the mountain.
But
And
is it saving? Is it like stopping you from climbing the whole mountain, or is it just closer to the mountain?
It's on the mountain, and it's like a
So you're
base
kinda
camp.
losing.
If you know what that is, it's kind of like
You're
the
losing
general
some
starting
distance.
point.
So it's the bitch's way to climb the mountain, basically.
Oh no,
Well,
I think
not really.
what it is the train goes to where everyone would normally start to climb Mount Fuji.
Yeah,
Ah.
but
There's no
getting to
other
that
access.
point was already quite difficult because
Yeah.
you'd have to like charter a bus or a taxi or whatever.
Ah, okay.
So now they're making like a direct train that goes there, so you can start it off easily.
Okay, fair play.
So like a lot of praise has been given to it because people are like, yeah, it's going to increase a bit of the tourism there. It's going to make people's lives easier
That's pretty
when they're
cool.
climbing it.
All the taxi drivers and bus drivers are punching the air right now.
But
Yeah, they're like,
they might not even like going up there.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
Can you guess how much it's going to be, like a round trip using the new railway?
Very
is it-
expensive.
Let me think.
You can use pounds,
Th-
dollars.
30,000 yen.
No,
Is
Higher,
it higher or
lower?
lower?
lower, because 30,000 yen would be like 300
300 quid.
pounds.
Yeah,
for-
bro, I thought they were just going to rinse people, to be honest.
Oh, 300.
Like, I was just like,
£50.
fuck it, just say the highest number.
50 pounds. It's probably a bit higher than 50. It's probably around 70, 80 pounds. Like
Jesus
dollars wise,
Christ.
it's $95.
Still a lot, man.
I'd rather just
Yeah.
take the fucking bus, mate.
But what is that, from Tokyo?
No, it's like probably from the base of the mountain.
No, as in
Oh
the train.
shit! So you're talking about like I thought it was going from somewhere to the base of the mountain. You mean it's like literally going from just the bottom to that point?
Yeah, like it doesn't exactly say where it's starting. That's still going to be fleshed out, but I assume it's the bottom.
What's the point? You might as well, if it's the
Yeah,
base
it
of the
is.
mountain, you
It's
might
from
as
the
well
foot of the
climb.
Mount Fuji to the 5th station.
You might as well
Fam.
climb that. What the fuck? That's exactly what Russ said. Then it's just a
Just
bitch's
charter
way
the
of.
bus.
It's a bitch's way of
No.
climbing the mountain. You might as well just
Yeah,
start
well-
from the base. What the fuck?
I thought it was gonna go like high speed train from.
That's a waste
That's why I
of
was saying
money.
30,000 yen, dude. I
That's
was
a
like,
waste of
okay, go
money.
from Tokyo straight to the middle of the mountain.
Yeah, it's kind of like the highway up the mountain.
But
So this is just like it's like from point A, just like slightly up the mountain, point B, and you pay 80 quid.
Yeah, and then you start from point B and you climb up.
That's wild, man.
what's the point? Isn't the whole point of climbing a mountain you
Who
climb
was
from the
praising
bottom?
this?
No, I think what it is like up until the actual starting point, which is station 5, like there's nothing to really see or nothing to really kind of do. The actual climb starts around that station 5. That's where everybody starts off. So they'll bus it there, they'll
That's
train it there. They won't
bullshit.
actually even they won't train it there. They'll bus it there or taxi it there.
That's bullshit.
So that's the starting point. So instead of taking a bus or a taxi, there'll be a direct train there
They're,
basically now.
they're literally just doing this for the people who don't actually climb mountains or actually hike for real. They're just doing it for like the people who want to go there to take pictures, because that's bullshit. Because real hikers,
Mountain
they
boys.
wouldn't like be like, oh yeah, let me go halfway point and then climb the mountain. That's fucked up. I've never done that. Like every time I've gone hiking, I'm like, I'm gonna start at the bottom. There's never much to see at the bottom of a fucking mountain. Honestly, there's
That's
honestly
true.
never anything
Yeah, there's
to
not much to see.
Your whole point is you go to see something at the very top. That's the whole point. You don't go to
that's
you don't
true.
take the bus to the middle and be like, oh, let me tippy toe it to the top and take a couple pictures and then go back down. That's like fully for tourism. It's a waste of money. I probably wouldn't take it. I probably I thought it was going from like, you know, a faraway city to straight there. And then that's
Yeah,
where
that's
you
what I was
actually
saying.
start.
That's why I said such a high number, because I was like 300 quid from like Tokyo to Mount Fuji makes sense. Like a
90
lot of the
quid's a
trains
lot.
were like 20,000, 30,000.
70, 80 quid's a lot from
Yeah,
just like
just for like what was it? It's probably not even half the mountain.
I don't even
really.
think
probably
it's like
a
10
quarter of the mountain.
I don't even think it's like 5k, 5km or 10km. It'd be less
So
than
tell her,
that.
what does it say the distance?
No, that's what I'm trying to find out now.
Shit, man.
Like
that's
how high up is
Goddamn.
station?
Where's Station 5 base camp?
Why would
Someone
people
ask
get?
Alexa.
I'm.
She probably knows. She's spying on everyone.
How are people praising this? I don't get
So
it.
it basically says, right, like depending on the trail you choose to ascend Mount Fuji, the climb can take between 5 to 10 hours, right? The majority of climbers will
Most
begin
people spend
from
like
the
8 hours, right?
Kawaguchi-ko 5th station, which is an average of 5 to 6 hour climb to the summit. So I think it's just to speed it up. If the
So
majority of
potentially
people,
it cuts it from being like 10 hours for
Yeah.
some people to 5 hours.
so you can do it instead of spending a whole day. It could be
To
a
be
half
fair,
day
man, 10
trip.
hours is fucking... That's a long time, man.
Yo, that's the whole
Yeah, it
day.
is.
Like, I climbed Mount Inari, and that took like half a day. But I can't imagine... like, that was probably like 5 hours. I can't imagine doing that twice.
Yo, I would be down from the
Yeah.
base. Yo, that'd be sick.
Yeah, obviously we're going to be careful and go at the right times. It is quite difficult to climb it. There's a lot
Oh
of
yeah, of
rough
course.
terrain.
Yeah, you don't want to go at the.
Because the
bad
thing is, you have
time.
to remember going up and down, right? So, like, for Mount Inari, it was like 2 hours up, but then it's also like an hour and a half, 2 hours down.
Yeah,
So you're going to spend like
to-
10 hours getting up that bitch and then
Yeah.
10 hours getting down, or what?
So the typical descent from Mount Fuji is actually shorter. So it's around 3 to 4 hours.
So the ascend is
always
like
descending
5 hours, but then
yeah,
the descent
descending
is
obviously
3.
longer.
Christ.
Because it works you a lot harder when you're going up. Going down's a lot easier for most places.
Yeah, it's one of the things I want to do. So
Is
if I
there
have
any
time-
place to stay? Is there like midpoint where you could like stay over?
Yeah,
Nah,
I think
I
there's a
don't think
few
so.
areas, but they're probably rip-offs.
As in,
Okay,
like, you know,
let's see,
like
let's see.
if say you don't start really early in the morning, and you're like, fuck,
Yeah, let's see.
we
let's see.
can't
I'm-
we
I'm
can't do
searching
at night. You know, we can't go
The
down
10
at
best
night.
Mount Fuji hotels. Let's see. Nope, they're just facing Mount Fuji. Are there any on
I think
Mount Fuji?
there's probably not like full places to stay, but I did see like a vlog of it, and there's like a small camp up there, and it's got like a
Yeah,
shop
I
or
know
two,
you can camp.
and
I
a
know you
chilling
can camp.
and an area where you can just chill inside. But it's not like full on accommodation.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, no, I know you can camp on it. But in terms of like an actual thing built onto the mountain, I don't think there is one.
Yeah, I mean, if you can camp on it, then I think that's pretty fair as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of really looking forward to climbing it. Hopefully
I'd
in
go
the future.
really early. Like the start would have to be really early because I'm basing it.
Yeah, like 7 a.m. or
I'm
Man's
like
going from the foot of the mountain.
I wouldn't want to like skip. What's the point in that? That's how I feel, at least when I'm hiking.
Yeah.
I don't feel like skipping stuff. Like
So-
I'd
To be fair, are there
rather
any
do-
mountains that big in the UK as big as that? Is like Ben Nevis as big as that?
don't know.
Ben Nevis is really
Mount
big.
Fuji.
Ben Nevis
Okay,
is
wait,
the
Mount
biggest in the
Fuji
UK.
size. Okay, base diameter of 50 kilometers. Okay, where the hell's the height? Come on, Google. Give me the
Ben
give me the
Nevis
real height. 3776 for Mount Fuji. Let's see Ben Nevis.
3776.
Oh God, only 1,300.
Yeah, Ben Nevis
45.
is
So
Ben Nevis is big,
fam.
but not that big.
it's like almost. It's literally 3 times the size of Ben Nevis.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Damn.
That takes people a day to do.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Ben Nevis.
I think that's why they probably put
would've-
the railway in.
I would have wanted to do Ben Nevis, but we just didn't get the time, and yeah, we didn't have the right
I was
gear
making
either.
fun of people who took that train, but I'm gonna take that train, man.
Yeah, I'm taking the train.
I'm gonna take
I'm
that
walking
train. I'll pay the
fucking
80 quid.
Yeah.
I'm
To
walking
be honest,
it.
it's like a once in a lifetime thing, right? So that £80, and I think they know it. So that £80 for people is just like part of their itinerary. Like, fair enough, it'll get me halfway. And like tomorrow I need to go Kyoto or some shit. Like, people are not going to have like months and months to climb it. They probably
Oh
want to
yeah,
get it done
think about that.
as soon as possible.
Think about that, Ramen. Like you climb that mountain for like 13 hours, and then how are your legs gonna feel for the rest of your trip? Like you ruin the rest of your trip.
Well, my legs. See the
Well,
thing
he's a
is,
strong boy. He'll be able to
I-
fight it out.
Fam,
I don't
it's
have a
like
pro-
3 times the size of the biggest mountain in the UK. There's no way you're
No,
not gonna feel
See, the
that.
thing is, I'm used to hiking. That's the thing. I've done a lot of hiking, so I'm like kind of.
But not
used to
like
it.
4,000 meters into the sky. Like
No, as in like I'm talking about walking.
Which mountains have you climbed?
Huh?
Which mountains have you climbed?
Mountains?
Yeah.
I haven't climbed mountains.
Mount Everest.
Innit?
You're looking at one of the
Fucking
survivors.
Everest, bro. I'm joking. I don't think I'd be able to do Mount Everest, bro. That's like a
No,
whole-
fuck no. I wouldn't even go to the
that's-
base camp.
that's a
there.
lot of
Fuck
prep.
that.
You have to like really prepare for that stuff, like survival
Bro,
preparation.
after watching the movie Everest, I was like, fuck that. I'm not.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't even
No,
care about that
I'm not
mountain.
interested in Everest. I'll stick with Mount Fuji.
Like
Yeah, Mount Fuji.
I love my thrills,
and
but
I'll take the
that's-
train too.
Yeah. If
You
it's
don't-
got a train, I'm set.
See, the thing is, Mount Everest isn't even
Choo-choo.
climbing; it's a full-on expedition.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
It's an
not
expedition.
climbing.
It's not a climb. You don't say I climbed it. You say
That's a
What?
full-on That's an expedition.
You
That's a
basically
whole.
bring out your medal. And you're like,
yeah,
"Here,
exactly.
here,
You-
bitch, I climbed.
You go for like weeks.
do you get a medal?
I don't know, man.
I don't know
I
what the
think
fuck you get.
if you climb it in a certain time, or there's a few kind of challenges.
Yeah, there's
you can
expeditions
win
that
stuff.
happen.
Who's
that you
who's
can-
giving you the medal? The Nepalese friendly men that carry you up the mountain? Like who's giving you that medal?
No idea,
They make it out of goat's milk.
bro. I already don't like the cold. Why would I even want to be there? You know what I mean? I already
Yeah.
don't enjoy the cold. There,
So-
I wouldn't last.
Yeah.
At
Other
all.
than mountains, Russ, you got any other news stories?
Yeah, so there's a little quick one. I thought I'd should shout out for the artists listening to the podcast. Netflix is offering a full Tokyo Anime School scholarship with a living expense support for foreigners.
Very nice.
The catch, so basically to
Oh, there's a
explain
catch.
it, yeah, there is a catch. So
Oh.
they basically will pay a full scholarship for you to learn how to make anime. Like you will go there and you'll be like enrolled in classes and you literally learn
wow.
everything. You learn.
It's going to be
you
a
learn
real
the-
life anime.
Yeah, bro. You literally go there and
You
you
could probably make an
learn how
anime
to-
out of that.
Probably. Like Bakuman, but anime version.
Yeah.
So instead of
But there is
instead
an
of being a
anime for
mangaka, you become-
Bakuman. Isn't there?
Yeah, no, I know, but I mean, like the anime is about them making manga, so it's an
Oh,
anime
but
about
it's a
making anime.
anime about making anime.
Yeah, so basically, I think it's in collaboration with Wit Studio, and
Yeah.
it's basically they pay for you to go to an animator academy, and you learn how to make anime.
Wow.
And
that's really cool.
the only the only catch is you have to be between 18 and 25 years old, and you have to have graduated high school. and anyone non from Japan, so any non-Japanese citizen is open to apply, but you should be able to have everyday conversations in Japanese.
Oh, we're fucked.
So you should know like a minimum proficiency of Japanese.
Oh, fuck, we're fucked. I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean,
Keep
I also can't draw either, so that doesn't help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you actually have to be able to draw because otherwise, because it's an animation. If they're just teaching you animation, they're not teaching you how to draw.
What if they have like roles like outside of the animation, like actual practical skills, potentially, running the script or
No, that's not up to
behind
them.
production or
No, dude, I think animation involves drawing. I swear.
No.
I swear
Yeah,
you have to-
animation involves drawing, but they're not
There's
going to
also
teach
story
you
as well,
drawing.
right? Yeah.
No. What?
No, they don't make
They
the
don't
story.
make the
They
stories.
animate
It's
the
usually
story.
mangas that make the stories,
Yeah.
unless they're making their
someone makes the
original like anime.
Yeah.
But
I
most
think
studios don't.
it might be a mix. But yeah, I quickly read that article as well, and it's pretty cool. Like they're gonna have classes like 5 days a week, and following
You have
completion,
exams too.
following completion, right, of the course, students will be retained as subcontracted animators for a Netflix original anime to be produced by WIT and also Production IG. So it's actually really sick. If you get onto it,
There's only
your
10 of them.
credentials are going to be mad.
There's only 10, so they actually probably only need 10 people to animate the anime. Netflix or WIT Studio is probably gonna have its own writing team.
Oh, 10 people
its
only.
own-
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna have their own writing team. I don't think they're gonna teach the kids or these young adults how to write the story. They've probably already got their story written and stuff. They're just
But I think it's also
teaching
getting
these
that
people.
experience with these,
Oh, yeah.
other well-established veterans of the industry. So
Yeah.
I think all in all, that's a
It's a
really
good-
good deal.
it's a very
Like,
good-
If you get on that,
Yeah.
you're going to be set for like your career.
Yeah, you'll be set for life.
Yeah, like that's the best career start you could probably
for
get.
animators. This is the
Especially
place
in
to go.
anime.
Yeah, anybody who's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
an
for sure.
animator and is like they want to animate.
I'm going to apply right now.
That's for them. But
Oh
I'm not
shit,
an
it's all in
animator.
Japanese.
I
I
am
just
not.
opened the webpage and it's all in Japanese.
I'm not an
Google
animator,
Translate
so I got no.
There's a
no
big
luck there.
green button, so I'm gonna press that and see what happens. Oh, there's more Japanese. Yeah.
Oh, who would have thought a minimum proficiency of Japanese and the application process is in Japanese?
Yeah. So it says foreign nationals must be able to speak Japanese above the level of daily conversation.
Why? Well, then why did it say in the ad you can go if you speak daily conversation level Japanese?
We're fucked.
They just wanted to let you down.
Well, if anybody listened to this, you can speak some good Japanese, not just fucking anime
think-
Japanese.
I think you need to have like have
Go ahead
had
and
a
apply.
test. Like a
Yeah,
like
yeah, you know,
we
like
have
the
the
IELTS
TOEIC
of Japanese.
or
Yeah,
IELTS
for
and
sure.
stuff like that. They have to have had like a certain level, so not level 1. It would probably have to be like up to level 3, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because if you're having to read that much just for the application, because think about it, I don't think
That's like
those
intermediate
guys.
level.
Yeah, I don't think those guys in WIT Studio are going to be like, we're going to learn English now to teach
yeah,
foreigners.
defo. Yeah, they're just gonna
They're just going to
to you in Japanese.
to you
straight
in
up.
Japanese. That's what's expected. You're going to Japan to learn how to do it.
Yo,
You're going to have to learn it in Japanese.
imagine someone blags it. Imagine someone pretends they know, and gets all the way there, and then they don't know fucking any Japanese.
They're like,
They're
"Watashi wa?"
fucked. They are fucked.
Wakarimasen.
Yeah.
Oh man.
With the most like foreign accent.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. I think that's it for this episode, right?
Yeah.
No, I had
Oh,
one
no,
more I
really?
wanted to
Nice.
mention.
Go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
One quick one to call out.
Bring it in.
So they've made, or they're exhibiting a real life Rurouni Kenshin reverse blade in Tokyo right now.
That's sick.
So if you know Rurouni Kenshin, he actually has a reversed sword, so that the sharp side is on the wrong side of the sword.
It's on the inside.
And basically it's because it's on the inside. So it's because he didn't want to kill anymore, basically. He became a good guy.
Yeah.
And it was made, the exhibition has like a lot of art from the manga, has some
Pretty
bits and
cool.
pieces to do with the anime. Yeah, it's really, really well done from the pictures that I saw. But then they got one of the premier swordsmiths in Japan called Kinokuni Ogawa, who is officially certified as an important non-tangible cultural artifact of Japan.
Wait, not non-tangible? He's an artifact?
So so apparently he's a swordsmith and officially certified important non-tangible cultural
Well,
artifact.
he's
of
definitely
Japan.
tangible.
It's definitely tangible, but like I guess his skills are the non-tangible
Yeah,
part.
probably
But
the skills, yeah.
my man is classified as a cultural artifact.
Just
He's
imagine
probably
going to a
that
bar.
good. He's probably
Just imagine
that
going
good.
to a
Yeah.
bar and be like, "I'm a cultural artifact. What's up, bitch?"
He must be that good at creating like his
That's
craft.
crazy.
Yeah, so basically, Ramen, he's so good that he still makes truly forged swords. So he
That's
makes them
so
the same
sick.
as someone would have made the original katanas that we like
I'd
learn about in movies or documentaries
Yeah.
or
I wonder
anime
how
or
much
It's
they
whatever.
a
are.
lost art.
I wonder how much they
Oh
are.
yeah, lost art for sure. They're crazy expensive. They're
Like,
crazy
I would
expensive.
love
Probably
to
like
like buy a
10,000.
real katana, you know, like a real like
Yeah,
samurai sword or some shit like that. That'd be
yeah.
sick.
So
just
Yeah.
just
he
for
put his skills.
To be honest, I can imagine Ramen in the park just practicing like sword
Yeah.
strikes.
in it.
Oh man,
That'd be me. And then I just
Kendo.
like come home and then put it on top of the TV. Just like hang on top of the TV. It's just there in the living room
Oh.
on the wall.
So yeah, he made the real sword. He made
That's
the real like
sick.
reversed sword with the original technique. So it's probably something that's never been done in history. Like
But
why
why?
would they ever make that?
Why did he
And
make it?
he made it because they wanted to display. He was like interested in the idea of the sword from the manga, and when he made it, so he didn't make it for this exhibition. He made it, and it's in like a permanent permanent display at the museum in the town of Inuyama.
Mm-hmm.
So there is where the sword is normally housed, but they took it out of that town's museum to put it on display in Tokyo so that people could see the sword for the 25th anniversary.
So cool, man.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Damn.
Um,
Imagine having a skill like that.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right?
Yeah. I still gotta climb Mount Fuji first.
You've got a long time.
So
long way to go.
so if you guys saw pictures of it, I remember I did show this to Ramen, and he said like, why is the sword handle metal?
Yeah.
So it says, like all fine works of katana art, the Sakabato Shinichi is displayed with its hilt unwrapped.
Oh.
Along with the date of forging, it bears the death poem of Arai Shaku, the Rurouni Kenshin swordsmith character who created it.
Ah.
So this is like the ultimate weeb artifact.
Yeah.
This is
so
what
it has.
you have to get your hands on.
Well, you can't.
Bro,
I don't think you can
you,
buy that
you
shit.
probably cannot. That's so sick, though.
Fuck.
Like-
yeah, that is pretty cool.
Imagine someone who's like such a big like anime weeb, and they also do they also invest a lot of money in what's that, cosplaying. They actually offer to buy that just to cosplay Rurouni Kenshin.
Just to cosplay
Imagine
for
the
bro,
amount of money.
If you reverse sliced someone, though, you could like literally decapitate a person so easily with that
By
katana.
the way,
'cause
this
it's
guy,
made-
right?
oh, if
he's
you did it
an artifact.
reverse, yeah.
How old is he?
Okay, I'll search him up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
this guy is like a natural, national, non-tangible treasure.
They're running out of swordsmiths though,
artifact.
because I remember a few years ago I saw that they were advertising for like a very strict regime to create more traditional swordsmiths.
Yeah, like this guy with so many credentials, right? This non-tangible man. I'm pretty sure he knows what a USB is.
Oh, you can buy his swords, dude.
Oh, really?
How much are they? He said.
Yeah. Let's see. He won multiple prizes. It says he won a prize in every. So swordsmith Kanakuni Ogawa got the prize for a sword contest every year from 1996 to 2001.
God damn.
So
when he was
5 years.
entering contests, he won every single competition for those 5 years. Like every sword competition, he won it
And
for
then what
5 years.
happened?
Guy is a legend.
He just stopped entering competitions because he
Probably
won
didn't give a shit anymore.
It says in 1997 he was given like the highest sword prize. So probably after that he was like he didn't care anymore. It says he's one of the greatest swordsmiths in Japan. He passed away in 2013. So he made that. He passed away at 88 in 2013. But he made that sword, obviously before he passed away.
Could he use a computer?
Probably.
Yeah.
So he's
To be
not.
honest,
he's not.
probably.
He's not making any more swords.
No.
Oh,
and it
shit.
says that
So
people.
obviously
We are able to supply Japanese Shinken swords he made to our customers with confidence. The price is at least 17,000 US dollars.
Damn.
wow.
So they still have some swords he made, but you have to pay a minimum of 17
Yeah,
grand.
it's kind of like limited, limited.
That's
goods, right?
limited
So,
edition stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. That's an
Yo,
investment.
if you
really
go on the website, you can just see the level of craftsmanship is crazy.
I'd probably get like a black sword, you know.
Can you say their website so people know?
Oh yeah, so it's jidai.jp. So JIDAI.jp.
Sick. I would love a swordsmith to make Zoro's the black sword that he has.
Yeah.
That would be so sick. Obviously there's replicas of it and there's like fake like cosplay versions of it, but like a real one. You know. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Dude, that's pretty crazy though. They do have like some regular swords though. So that one was like the highest level sword made by him, the master. The company is still, or his company is still operating, and they do have other swords. Like I'm looking at one right now that's like $400. The one that is like the extremely expensive one's the Shinken sword. That's the one that's 17 grand minimum.
Yeah, that's pretty
Damn.
cool. Just imagine getting into the Netflix Academy, climbing Mount Fuji, and owning one of those swords.
It's wild, bro.
That'd be
You're
dream.
rich. You gotta be rich, man.
So to round off the episode, today's capsule corner is a new Gachapon figure featuring an imaginary romance between bathroom, like male and female bathroom signs. So you can collect 6 different bathroom designs. You have Lun Lun, which is
Lun sounds like Lin Lin.
the male sign and the female sign walking together. You have Sate, which is the female sign tenderly holding the male sign's face. You have the Kabedon, which looks like them kissing.
Oh, is that
you have the Titanic.
Damn.
Oh, what were you gonna say,
The
Roman?
Kabedon thing, wasn't that like this TikTok challenge where the guy would shove the girl like against the wall and like have his hand against
it
the
is.
wall.
I thought they were kissing. No, you're right. It is a TikTok thing.
And it's like you get closer and see what the girl's reaction if she keeps flustered
You're
or
right.
not. That like
It
chic,
actually is. I just googled it. Yo,
chic
that's
guy
wild,
does
Roman.
it. There's like a lot of scenes of this in like Asian.
Okay, wait. Let's see what Sate is. Sate.
Sate. That also a thing?
Looks like it's a Japanese movie, so maybe it's something from one of the movies.
Oh.
Then they have the Titanic, which is literally the scene from Titanic where he's holding the girl at the front of the ship. You have the Ahaha heart, which is the male sign swinging the female sign around. You know when you like hold hands and you twirl around.
Like twirl around.
Yeah. And then there's pillow talk,
Oh.
which is the male and female sign lying down, and the male sign is like pointing up at the stars or something, and she's laying on his hand.
I wonder after what.
So this is separating. So the idea behind this is that separating bathrooms by gender has become something of a thorny issue in years. Bring these signs together with the liberated man and woman figures. They are 200 yen.
What is this? A gender neutral advertisement?
I don't know.
For
Yo,
gender-neutral
I found out what the seite is.
What?
So it actually means you're the worst, and it's the woman slapping the man after a perceived affront.
Oh lol. That's funny.
So-
That's kind of cool.
That's the capsule I wanted to talk about for today. That one came out about 4 or 5 days ago.
Oh, not bad. Not
At
bad.
point of recording. So pretty new. If you're in Japan, get your hands on it. If you're interested.
Fresh stuff.
And that's it for the capsule corner for this episode.
All right, cool. Do we want to wrap up then? Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was a pretty fun, action-packed news episode. Lots of crazy shit happening as usual. Got some really good insights in there. So you can catch us next week, same time. This has been Real. This has been our podcast. We'll catch you next week. Peace.
Bye.
Catch you same time on Wednesday.